Everyone, Artysan here and welcome for a new video. So in today's video we are going to cover the match number 4 of the seasons 12, and I'm currently on my main account with the DragonShire. This match is really interesting, so let's get started. So before we start, as you know, I'm trying to reach the 10,000 subscribers, so I will really love your support. If you are not already part of the community, please subscribe to the channel, put a little like and maybe a little comment, so it does increase the visibility of the video, so I can get more viewers. So let's get started. So in today's video, we are matching with the new fusions of two guilds, the RoyalDragons and the RisingHorde. So now they are the RoyalHorde, I think. That's their top guild on their clusters. They are currently top 2, so it has been really interesting to see their defenses and stuff like that. Also, last match, they win against the Awakened Chaos by a lot. So we were kind of like really excited to play against them because they seems to have like really step up by merging their two guilds together. That was an interesting encounter, I would say. They went really strong, I would say, on the first few hours of the match. They got 23% off, 33% off of us really fast. And from there, they didn't made that much more, I would say. But that was still really interesting. So as the start of the seasons, we crushed the bubble, so we were super excited about that. And we are at 8 attack left. I think we have 9 attack left. They have 8 defense left. So we might be able to completely zero them before the end of the match. I don't really know yet, but we'll see that at the end. So in today's video, like usual, we are going to cover both sides. The thing is that on our side, I don't have that much to show. I'm going to show my defense that got broken. But most of the one that they broke was just the basic growth strat, and the one that they try a little bit differently didn't really work out. They had like 1 or 2 pass, so I don't think that's really interesting to show. So I'm going to show a bunch of their defenses and a few fails as well that we made against them. I think it would be really interesting for you folks to check, because their defenses were still pretty high level. They have high awakening and high BP, so that was still really interesting to match against them. We had to practice a little bit to be able to get to that result. So we're going to start on the stronghold number 1. As you can see, Destin is here as well. He have his ult, I think, on the RoyalHorde and his main at Mad. But we are going to get into Scorch, and we're going to cover the team number 2. So this one, we are seeing that setup a lot. And with Mary, it was kind of interesting because it's like Mary is always kind of a painful one, because with her ultimate, she's freezing everything around. So if you are in the middle of like a Valera ultimate and you are getting frozen, you cannot do that much. So that's a really interesting defense. So we're going to get into this one. I think it's the team number 2 that I wanted to show. Yes. And we are going to show the strat from Bobby. So as you can see, we went with a pretty heavy attack, I would say, on this one. That's Catgrim. So Catgrim is not someone that you can take lightly, I would say. If you are going with a growth, you need to bring the biggest growth that you can get, because Catgrim is still really important, really interesting. On this one, as you can see, he did die really fast, and the tactic there is to try to get as fast as you can get to Catgrim, because as soon, if he's less than A3, he will need 3 ultimates to be able to like change forms and like being the big like frozen guy. And when he's changing phase, is really hard to kill. But if he's less than A3, more than A3, it would be only 2. If it's less than A3, it will be 3 ultimate. So if you can reach him before that, you are going to have more chance to kill him. And as you can see, with a really strong growth, going really fast into Catgrim before he can change forms, worked really well on this one, so that will be kind of like the tactic there. Otherwise, Glacius is usually better to get through Catgrim defenses, but for this one it worked really well. So now we're going to get into the stronghold number 2, and we are going to get to Ivan Moody. And as you know, I love Cassiel defenses, so we are going to cover a Cassiel defense. I think there are 2 or 3 like that into their defenses. So you have Valara, Pretus, Cassiel, Brokir, and Ellis. And the strat that we use was really cool. I don't know if Wombo did create that, but if you did, Wombo, it's a beautiful strat. So let's get into it. So as you can see, it's a lot of really interesting champions. You have the new captains, the Scarlet one, because it's a lot of magic damage, but you will start with the bombs directly. The main goal there is to kill Cassiel, and as you can see, he just destroy Cassiel with the bombs. So now you have Cassiel that's not there, so it will be easier to kill Brokir. Then he's going with the Scarlet form of the new captain. This one is going to resist a lot to magic damage. Then he's going with the Sins and the little doggies to sneak through. So what's fun is that the Sins initially were made for like DPS. They were here to like kill specific tanks. And now they are just here to kind of distract the tank so we can sneak it dog. So I feel it's kind of an interesting one that we are like using a DPS demons in just like baiting a tank. But yeah, that's how it worked now. Now we're going to get to Not Beer. And I changed the position of the micro, so tell me if it's the sound is better or not. I would love to hear that on the comments. It's definitely weird because I have like a big thing now next to me instead of like being really far away. So we'll see how it goes. So now we are going to get to Not B, and we are going to get into the team number 1. So the team number 1 is like a similar like pattern that we just saw before, like the placement at least. But you have Lady Alexandra on this one, Pretus, Valara, Catgrim, sorry, and Ellis. And we are going to get with the attack from Crane. And here we go. So this one is a Glacius attack. Glacius is the star of the show of season 12. We are using him a lot. So it's like Glacius, Ice Golem, Ice Dogs. They are key for the season 12, it seems like. So as you can see there, the goal is to get your Ice Dogs going through. So Glacius is going to freeze Catgrim, so you can sneak in your dogs. And then you can get there. The Ice Dogs at level 7 are a game changer. I think they get minus 25% of magic damage reductions. So that's a game changer when you are getting against a magic damage team, like the one that we just saw. So yeah, Ice Dog level 7, I would say if you have the Ice Golem 7 already, I will definitely go for the Ice Dogs 7 because they are currently part of the meta demons that you need to have if you want to have broader chance of winning. So now we're going to get to Paramita, and I'm going to showcase the team number 2. The team number 2 is kind of interesting because normally we were seeing that, but not with Neja. We were seeing like a Pretus or something like that at the top positions and not at the place where Neja is. So this one is kind of interesting, and I think that's the team number 2, and we're going to show the strat from Baby Groot, and you will see it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of interesting. So the placement here with the flyers, you can reach them. So that's kind of weird, and you will see that they are going to be able to reach Neja, and they're going to kill the first life of Neja. So what's going to happen next is that he's going to bring the flyers again. The goal is just to distract Neja, so Neja is going to ultimate, and the goal is to bring the lightning guard just after Neja finished the ultimate, because they are not going to be able to kill him again. So you see, they are going to come just in time to not get the ultimate, kill Neja, so that's one less. And then from there it's super easy because you have Ingrid that can eat the flying unit, but she was in a single mode, so that was super easy to get through her. And then from there, the time that she's changing modes to get back to the AoE mode, then he was able to pack a few rare tank and sneak through the dogs as usual. Like, it seems like sneaking the dogs are the strat that you use almost all the time. That's kind of a weird one, but that's kind of interesting. And now we are going to get to Sandra. Again, I'm trying to show you as much keep as I can. And we're going to get to the team number 1 of the keep. So this one, the strat that we saw before in my previous video of these seasons, we have Catgrim, Ezareth, Count Dracula, Erlis, and Velis. So this one is an interesting one because you will see that the strat that we used, it's first a beautiful strat, and I'm sure it's Olivia that created that. It's really beautiful to watch, so you will see that. So what's going to happen is that they are going to bring, he's going to bring the captain, so the captain is going to tank that. It's the magic resistance one. So she's going to tank it. Then he's going to bring the 2 lightning guards. The goal there is to sneak through, and Dracula is not going to target them. He's going to target Captain because she have more HP. But Velis is going to target the flying units. But as you can see, that was not enough because Velis have a really big burst of attack, I would say. But it was not enough to be able to kill the lightning guards, and they just clean all the DPS around and finishing up with the different epic flyers. So that's a pretty cool cool strat, I felt. So now we're going to get into stronghold number 3, and we are going to get to Zargoth. And Zargoth, we are going to cover the team number 2. So we have Beelzebub. We didn't saw Beelzebub a lot this season, so it's why I wanted to show this this attack. So we have Torodor, Carnelian, Beelzebub, Ezareth, and Velis. And we are going to get with the strat from Clark Kent. So as you can see, we tried to grow our way in. It didn't work, so we changed the strat, and we went with a growth, but that's not that. We are going to start with the archer and the fire mage. The goal there is to remove the bubbles from Torodor and to remove him alive. So you will see, boom, the bubble is gone. Then he's going to lose a life. So now he have only one life left. And then you directly go with your growth and with your rats. The goal, if I have two, he's going to get his last life gone pretty soon. Carnian is like proccing. And as you can see now, he's dead. So we are doing a second wave with the Brock here, the growth. The main goal there is to kill it and to be able to have one pass of the growth, because the runner, they are going to be able to get there. They are going to be able to run through the exit, so that would be 2 pass. But we needed at least 1 growth to go in, and it's what happened and worked pretty well. So now we are going to get to materials. So materials was really interesting. I never saw this strat, and we saw Gan now on the defense. So why not? I love different creative defenses. So we have Gan, we have Dracula, you have Ingrid, you have Lily, and you have Mary. These placements are known, usually not with these champions, but these placements are known. So he tried something a little bit different, and you will see that I wanted to show this strat because we have the Axe Slaughter back into the game. So he went with 2 of them, one of them, and they just destroy Gan. They just destroyed the guy. So Gan is gone. And now the only thing that's missing is to kill Count Dracula. And as you can see, Count Dracula is really, really strong. especially when he's getting into ultimate. But with the lightning guard, he did pass through really fast and worked that way in. And we are going to start with Violending. So Violending, we're going to get to the team number 1, and the team number 1 have Nastia, Neja, Valeria, Torodor, and Carnelian. And we are going to get with the strat from Wombo. So this one is really cool. It's a really cool strat. I think he wanted to do something a little bit different. I think he still worked that way, but he was hoping for a different start. So you will see that the rocker are going to hit Nastia. Nastia didn't get killed. I will imagine he was expecting her to get killed, but that's still fine because Carnelian is not going to heal, so she's going to be super low BP, low HP, sorry. And he's going to come with the lightning guard as soon as Neja is finishing the ultimate. He's going to bring the lightning guard. So you see, is there coming, and they're going to kill everything on their way. So the captain is tanking everything. So now he's going to target Nastia. He's going to target Neja. He's going to finish the tank, killing Carnelian, killing Neja, and that's a win. So that was a really cool. It's almost a win. There we go. There we go. So 2 seconds left. That was kind of a tricky one because he did kill the lightning guards just before they enter the exit. So that was a lot of not bad, a little bit of bad luck, I would say, on the different phase of the attack. But the strat was really, really strong. So great job, Wombo, on this one. It was looking really beautiful. Now we're going to get to King David, we're going to take the team number 1. We always love also a nice airline chain defense. So we are going to get into this one. And we are going to highlight Clark Kent on this one. So Clark Kent used the Ice Mage that I still don't have. And as you can see, the Ice Mage, usually you don't need them level 5 or level 7 or level whatever. Level 1 is more than enough for the Ice Mage. Usually they are enough. So you are going to bait everyone ultimate with a first full. Then you are going to get with the Captain Mariath the red one because you need magic damage reductions there. Then you are going to get the Ice Mage. The Ice Mage is going to freeze Cat Grim, and you are going to sneak your dogs behind that. So as I was mentioning, usually for the Cat Grim defense, you don't go with your Grotesque. You go with the Glacius, or you go with an Ice Mage. You try to ice froze the Cat Grim, and you try to sneak your unit in, because that's how it works. And now we're going to get into Unshow. So we're going to show both defenses on Unshow. So we're going to start with the team number 2. And as you can see, we have Moriden on this team, so that's pretty fun. And to be honest, Moriden was eating like a truck into this defense. Ron went in, and Ron have insane demons, insane BP. As you can see, have a level 12 growth. And he went through, and the attack won. He did won the attack, but that was really close to lose. And when I saw that, I was like, no way, I'm not trying that. I will never be able to do the same thing because my growth is level 11 and my BP is way lower than him. So I was like, no, I'm not going to use the code. I'm not going to try that because I don't think it's going to work for me. So we had the second strat that came with the double full, the dogs, the ice tank, and the Glacius, and it's what I'm going to show. And you can see that I did the next attack after Diochan, Air Max. I did the exact same strat that he did right now, because I felt more comfortable with that than the growth attack. The growth attack was like, the growth was getting destroyed by Moriden, but like big time. That was impressive. So I was like, nah, I'm not trying that. So the strats, you probably know the strats. We are going to go to have 2 waves of the full. Then you are going to have to wait a little bit because you need them to stay together and to really pack together. So you will wait that they are reaching, yeah, exactly. Normally I wait a little bit longer, but that's fine as well. Then you are going to get the Ice Golem, the second Ice Golem. Then you have Glacius in the same time than the Ice Golem. So they are going to pack together. And then you are going to wait for 10 because they are going to be able to reach exactly at the same time the pack. And then your 6 little doggies are going to be able to go through because they are going to freeze the tank. It's going to free up some of the capacity for the doggies to pass by, and you are going to get a win. So that was the team number 2. Now we're going to talk about the team number 1. And the team number 1 was a tricky one. So team number 1, we had a lot of conversations, I would say. We had 2 strats. And as you can see, we had 1 strat with the growth, and we had 1 strat with the flyers. And I was like, we discussed with Airmax, and I was like, okay, I think the flyer is an easy one. So what did I do? I went with the easy one, right? And I did lose with the easy one because the thing is that you have Neja on the team, and the flyers are great for a lot of comps, but the flyers don't have that much HP. So when you have a unit that have some random attack, like Neja, for example, with the basic attack, she didn't trigger it with Bakis, but she did trigger it. He did trigger it with me. So the issue is that instead of having my 3 flyers going in, I got only 1 going in. So I'm going to show you both strats, and I'm going to explain like when it failed for me. I'm not going to show the failure. It's not that important because it was exactly the same attack with exactly the same timing. So what you are going to do, we are going to start with the full, then you start with the tank. The goal there is to trigger everyone ultimate. Then you have 1 healer, and you have the flyers. So the goal of the healer and the flyers is that they are going to come just before the end of Neja ultimate. They are going to sneak through and get the win. So, and after that it's done. So you need to have like at least 3 of your flyers surviving before Neja restart the ultimate. This one is kind of tricky because if your Pharaoh gets killed earlier by like the team, and especially by Neja is going to increase the time of his ultimate, and you are going to get your monster into it. So that's really a BP check there. You need to make sure that you are having exactly the same BP or the same demon level and the same demon level than the person that did the try, to make sure that Neja is not killing your tank. Otherwise it's going to mess up all the timing of the code and it's not going to work well. On my scenarios, as you can see, Baki's flyers were like a few HP each, so he got lucky on this one. Mine, only 1 survived and 2 of them didn't. So that was like the downfall of the attack. It didn't really work for me. So then I was talking with Oli, and Oli was like, you should use my strats, it's a perfect strat. And I started to check at it, and I was like, oh, I should have checked it before sending my flyers, because this strat is beautiful. He's using the Necromancer to feed the Grotesque, and it's genius because you have the full, you have the Necromancer, so he's going to stop the Necromancer to go too fast. Then you have Necromancer, Rats, Growth, is feeding the growth, so you see that he's feeding the growth. So now it's like fully maxed. And then you get with the second wave, with Necromancer, with the Rats, with the growths, like everyone is healing up. Like even if you are against a Catgrim, now you have like 2 fully fed Grotesque with 2 full that are protecting them. Then the Captain coming up after that. Like that was a recipe for success, to be honest. And I didn't check Olivera's strats before going in. I should have, because I would have won this one. The only little like thing that I was like joking about is that the keeper seems to give more reward and more chest when you are like attacking the keep. So the keep are really important. And when you are passing at least 1 unit, it's considered as a win and you are getting rewards. So even if I passed only unit, I got 2 chests and like augmentation gems from that. So that was a huge reward, even if I passed only 1. So I was making the joke, oh, maybe we should fake like defeat and only having one unit left, one unit in, so we can have more player attacking the keep and getting more reward. It might be a solution, to be honest. I don't think it's a totally stupid idea. If you have like extra attack that you can use, maybe just passing one and having more player attacking the keep for more rewards could be a strat. I don't know. We didn't do it. We just tried to keep the bubble open and to try to clean them up. But that could be interesting. So I did the same strat than you got from Oli, and it worked beautifully. I destroyed everything, and I was really happy about that. I need to show this one just before the end. So this one is using AI. So you have AI, you have Catgrim, you have Valara, and you have Pretus, and you have Elisa. And this one is really interesting. It's a strat that we use with the captain. So the captain for the magic reductions, the red one. And then you have the ice mage, the ice tank, and the ice dogs. And this one it was a really tricky one, to be honest. But with AI that is doing the ice against the ice units, it's good. So as you can see here, you have the ice mage that's going to freeze the Catgrim. The ice dog are going to pass through, and you had one that passing through. The Mariath were able to also pass through because the ice mage were freezing the Catgrim. Valara was not ultimating, so when she don't ultimate, no one is attacking her. So both one dog and the Mariath passed through. It was a beautiful attack, so I wanted to finish up the attack with this beautiful win from Crane. By the way, for the fun story, we thought he was not able to pass 3. We thought only 2 was going to pass. He did pass 3, so GG to Ukraine. It was really fun. So now we are going to get into our side. So as you can see, we have like 1 or 2 players that have been totally cleaned up. But it's really not that, like we have Rada, I think, and Nu that got fully cleaned. But except that, no one else got fully cleaned, and it's usually only Crane got fully cleaned as well. Didn't saw that, so it was probably like in the last few minutes. But the thing is that they were not able, like we had one strong defenses, like everyone really put everything into one strong, because with these seasons it's really hard to find defenses. You have 3 captains now. A lot of endgame players have the 3 captains, so you have so much possibility, I would say, on the attacks. So that has been really difficult to get like 2 defenses that are really strong. So we are trying to get one that is really strong, and the other one is like kind of okay. We're trying to get a few wins, but it's not that easy. So as you can see, like I don't have that much attack to show. The one that I was looking at, like the one that are on fire, they were just using the growth, so like full growth spider, abyss, or the rats, and then you have the captain at the end. So nothing really kind of interesting to show. I'm going to show the one on my side because why not? I tried that with Malvira, with Velis, Dracula, Ezareth, and Lilia. And it didn't work, and I got doubled up, I will say. So as you can see, even the growth is not really high level. It didn't really work really well. My Dracula is also not super high level. But yeah, I didn't got that much other inspirations. I like the Malvira on the right side because she could kind of like mess up some timing if they are not doing the right kind of like positioning of the demons. But as you can see, even the first growth worked out. So after that, you just have to send like the doggies or like even a growth, and it's going to work really well. So yeah, this defense didn't really work out, but I wanted to show it to you because that's also good to show my defense that are getting broken. My other defense is working really well, so I cannot really complain about it. Now we're going to finish with one last thing, and that's a fail on the stronghold number 1 on Vorpal. So we're going to check another keep, and we're going to check the team number 2. So the team number 2 is Nastia, Valara, Catgrim, Neja, and Elisa. And for this one, I'm going to show one of my lost. So when we started, we checked. So I'm going to show the right strat, so then the strat that worked. And I cannot freeze, but you have Glacius level 3 and you have the dogs level 7 and you have the ice tank level 7. So that's really important because I'm going to explain why after. So you are starting with the ice tank, then you're going to wait, you're going to have Glacius coming up, and then you're going to have the doggies. So the doggies are going to come just when Neja is done with the ultimate, but the doggies, they need to be strong enough to be able to pass Neja and to pass Valara. And at level 7, they are getting a minus 25 magic damage reductions. Yeah, I think it's magic damage reductions. And that's super key. That's super key. I'm going to check just to make sure that I'm not saying anything wrong. So you see at level 7, they are going to get a magic damage reductions of 25%. So it's what I was saying. And that thing is really important on top of just getting additional attribute as well when they are leveling up. And mine was level 6. So the issue there is that I went after that. I thought that, we all thought that it could work. But as you can see, my team is only level 2 Glacius. The level 3 is just like he's immune to all the CC. So I don't think for this one was really important, but he would have got more attributes like more HP, etc., by just leveling it up. So level 3 is still really important, but I don't think it was that made me miss this attack. The main thing that made me miss this attack is the dog. The dog was level 6, he was assigned to my Uvar, that is my biggest BP, and still, it was not Glacius, it was the dog, and still it didn't work. So I'm going to show it to you. Here we go. And as you can see, Cashman just went after me, and it didn't work for him either. So the thing is, the attack will be the same. I used the code. I practiced a few times against another player that had the defense, and it worked really well. I had like 4 win and 1 lost, one in. So you have the things, and I'm going to like slow it down. The doggies are going to come. Here we go. They are coming. So you have all the doggies coming up. As you can see, I'm not on Neja ultimate. Neja is perfectly timed. They are passing through. As you can see, they are passing through. They are going to get through, and they already have like a lot less life than the other one. And the 25%, as you can see, like Valara is eating them. Here we go. I got only 2 pass, and that's it. And you see, they got some HP back, but they didn't pass more than that. And it's mostly because my other doggies were not strong enough to get through Neja, to survive from Neja, and I did lost this one. So that was kind of a bummer, but yeah, that's how it is. Cool. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed that. I have another video coming up later on for the Loftail OP. The Loftail OP match was insanely fun, so I do recommend you to watch the video. A lot of totally different defenses as well. It's totally not like the one that I have here. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if you liked, please subscribe or consider to subscribe to the channel. Put me a little like and a little comment so it does increase the video. And see you soon. Bye bye.